No, I'm not busy. No, just doing some work pages. Yeah. Yeah, of course. I think everybody does from time to time. Yeah, I think everybody wishes they were someone else from time to time. Me? The obvious one, I guess. The obvious one all Englishmen want to be. The obvious person. No, not David Beckham. Nobody wants to be David Beckham. Alright, you want to be David Beckham, but you're not very English, are you? I mean, there's something about you that just is so not English. The obvious one, Queen Victoria. The same person every Englishman wants to be, Queen Victoria. Oh, come on, of course it's obvious. All Englishmen want to be Queen Victoria, except you. Because she's quintessentially English. No, not now. We don't want to be Queen Victoria dead, do we? No, of course not. No, we want to be, and we don't want to be Queen Victoria when Queen Victoria was alive, because it was not very nice. But we want, we all want to be Queen Victoria now, alive, not the age she would be now, of course, and not young either, because she didn't do anything when she was young. I think she just sort of sat there. But she got to middle age and she ruled the world. She ruled the whole, everything, the whole world to all intents and purposes. The sun never set on the empire that she ruled. Never set. Did you know that? Yeah, well, now I suppose we've still got Gibraltar and the Falkland Islands. Because we gave it back. Because we're nice people, we gave it back. The foreigners came to us and said, "Can we have our country back, please?" And we said yes. Damn generous. Yeah, so yes, of course, Queen Victoria. Look, Englishmen. First thing they want to be is Queen Victoria. All right. Second thing they want to be is Queen Elizabeth II. No, no. Second, Queen Elizabeth I. Third, Queen Elizabeth II. As every Englishman wants to be that. Because the English make good queens. We all want to be queens. We make good queens. Not kings so much. I mean, it's Henry VIII. But, I mean, he was fat and he had 6 wives. I mean, it's not a big deal, is it? I mean, anybody can be fat and have 6 wives. It's not, I mean, great. Ooh, I'm fat and I've got 6 wives. Ooh. Yeah, well, yeah, some claim to fame. But Queen Victoria, no way. That's, foreigners won't understand that. Foreigners wouldn't understand that. I mean, they look up to us, but they don't understand what it means to be English. They really don't. Yeah, of course they look up to us. Well, look, of course you're never going to say to a foreigner that, you look up to us. But you're English, I'm English, we can be honest. Of course they look up to us, they all look up to us. Come off it, especially the Americans. Especially the Americans. Of course they had that stupid war. And they became independent. And they must have thought, oh my God, what have we done? And they've spent the last 200 years trying to pluck up the courage to ask to come back. And they won't. Because they know we'll say no. That's why. They know we'll say no. They fought that war. They won it, and they must have stood there and thought, bloody hell, what do we do? Now we're foreigners. Now we're just foreigners. We're not English anymore, we're just foreigners. Yeah, I know they were in America, but they were still foreigners. No, look, everybody, if you're not English, you're a foreigner. It stands to reason. Yes, when we're abroad, we are still English, so we're not foreigners. It's common sense. Foreigner is an English word. It was invented by English people to mean people who are not English. So English people cannot be foreigners. Everyone else is a foreigner. Wherever they are, wherever we are English. They are foreigners. The Americans, that was it, Ooh, we won the war. Ooh, now we're foreigners. Ha! Serves them right. Well, you know what they're like. They just wish they had a heritage. They were standing there and it was like day zero. And we were already 2,000 years old. Silly buggers. So anyway, that's that. They blew it. They just blew it. It's sort of like some here today, gone tomorrow. I mean, look, it's sort of like, there we are, America. And then like, boop, 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 boop. Oh, look, we're getting so big. You know what's going to happen next, don't you? It's all just going to collapse. It'll collapse tomorrow. It's going to collapse any day now. It's going to collapse, and we will still be here because there will always be an England. It's got nothing to do with the Scots or the Welsh. It's about being English. I mean, let the Scots break away with their bagpipes and their kilts and their haggis and their Sean bloody Connery. We don't need them. We're English. English. As for the Americans, my God. Yeah. I remember once I was in France. It was one of those moments where you really, you had a brilliant line and you didn't say it. And I was sitting there with she was gorgeous, this French girl. She's, wow. And I was sitting there and a couple of Americans walked by, So, I just looked at her, I said, fucking Americans. And she looked at me and she said, why do you call them fucking Americans? And what I wanted to say was to distinguish them from the fucking French. But she was French, and I was hoping to get off with her, so I didn't say it. I wish I had said it, actually. Didn't get off with her.